The 1995 Philippine 25 Sentimo coin is part of the Flora and Fauna Series, a set of coins that highlighted the country's rich biodiversity while retaining the heritage of Filipino heroes. This particular coin combines the image of a national hero with an important symbol of the Philippine natural. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Juan Luna, one of the Philippines' greatest painters and a revolutionary hero. His most famous work, Spoliarium, symbolizes Filipinos suffering under colonial rule. His inclusion in the coin design was meant to remind Filipinos of national pride and sacrifice. The reverse side of the coin showcases the wailing, an orchid species Vanda sanderiana endemic to the Philippines, known as the Queen of Philippine Flowers. The wailing is rare and revered for its beauty. This reflects the country's ecological heritage and commitment to conservation. Inscription 25 Sentimo and wailing. Floral design, detailed orchid petals, encircling the denomination. The mid-1990s was a period of recovery and economic growth for the Philippines. President Fidel V. Ramos focused on modernization and globalization, and there was a renewed sense of national identity. The 25 Sentimo coin issued in this era symbolized both economic progress and cultural pride. In 1995, this coin was part of everyday commerce and had purchasing power, especially for small items like candies or jeepney fare. However, due to inflation and currency evolution, it's no longer in active circulation. Today, the 1995 Sentimo coin is considered a minor collectible, especially in uncirculated or mint condition. Valued by numismatists for its part in the Flora and Fauna Series, not very rare, but sentimental and historical for collectors of Philippine coins. Eventually, the new BSP coin series, launched in 1995-1997, and again updated in 2018, replaced the Flora and Fauna Series. The smaller denominations, like the 25 Sentimo, were made more modern and practical in design, but lost some of the artistic elements of the earlier series. The 1995 25 Sentimo coin is one of the last coins to feature the wailing before coin design changes. Juan Luna's legacy remains strong. He is also featured in stamps, schools, and national celebrations. Many Filipinos today still keep these coins as part of heirloom collections or souvenirs. The 1995 Philippine 25 Sentimo coin is more than a small piece of brass. It's a symbol of patriotism, culture, and nature. With Juan Luna on one side and the wailing orchid on the other, it represents the pride of the Filipino people in their history and natural treasures. While it may no longer be used in daily transactions, its value lives on in the stories it tells. The 1995 25 Sentimo coin belongs to the Flora and Fauna coin series, introduced by the Bangko Sentral, NG Pilipinas BSP, in the early 1980s and continued into the mid-1990s. The goal of this series was to promote awareness of the Philippines, native plants and animals, reflect national pride in Filipino identity, highlight national heroes and symbols of cultural significance. Each coin in the series carried a unique pairing of a Filipino hero and a species from the country's natural world. The inclusion of Juan Luna on the 25 Sentimo coin is deeply meaningful. He wasn't just a painter, he was a freedom fighter, diplomat, and intellectual. Luna was active during the propaganda movement, a peaceful campaign that aimed for political reform during Spanish colonization. He was one of the first Filipinos to gain international recognition in European art circles. His painting, Spoliarium, won a gold medal in Madrid in 1884, and it became a symbol of Filipino suffering and strength. Luna's presence on the coin is a reminder of Filipino resilience, talent, and national spirit. The wailing Vanda sanderiana on the reverse side is endemic to Mindanao, specifically in the rainforests of Davao, Cotabato, and Zamboanga. Revered by indigenous tribes like the Bagobos, the orchid was considered sacred and used in rituals. By placing the wailing on the coin, the BSP acknowledged the importance of preserving biodiversity, the indigenous cultural connection to native flora. The beauty and uniqueness of the Philippine ecosystem. The wailing later became a symbol in efforts to promote environmental conservation and was proposed as the national flower alongside the SA and PAGUITA. In 1995, the Philippines was emerging from years of political instability and focusing on economic liberalization. Under the leadership of President Fidel V. Ramos, the government introduced, even if its face value was small, the coin remained essential to daily life, especially for low-income earners and commuters. The 1995 Sentimo coin was minted by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. It was mass-produced due to high demand for low-value currency in everyday transactions. The plain edge and brass composition were chosen for cost-effectiveness and durability, though the design remained mostly unchanged since the early 1990s. 1995 marked one of the last years the Flora and Fauna series was minted, as newer coin designs were planned in the background. Starting in 1995 and continuing into the early 2000s, the BSP began retiring the Flora and Fauna coins, introducing the improved Flora and Fauna series and later the new generation currency and GC coin series in 2018. The 25 Sentimo denomination gradually lost practical use due to inflation. Its value was too small. Digital payments and rounding off practices decreased public usage and circulation. Today, the 1995 25 Sentimo coin is no longer in active circulation, not considered rare, but still collectible in uncirculated or proof condition.